microphones. This is the previously recorded podcast, Game of Thrones edition.
Episode 2.
Welcome to Previously Recorded. I am your host, RP Walsh. As always, we are bringing you a special episode of Previously Recorded. It is a Previously Recorded presents Game of Thrones, a mini kind of series. And each week we're gonna talk about the episode that happened, and then recap it, and then give us our predictions for the next episode. Kind of just like a mini series, mini short episodes, just to get you kind of ready for each week of Game of Thrones. This episode of Previously Recorded is brought to you by Totally Tees. For all your t-shirt needs, contact Jack at Totally Tees. You can find them on Facebook and on Instagram at Totally Tees. And if you ever have trouble finding anything, you can always come to us and we'll hook you up. I'm joined today, as always, with Bob and Shane. Guys, how we doing?
Good.
And we have special guest, Chris. Welcome to the podcast.
Hello.
Hello.
Compared to Chris Hoffer, who is like the NPR representative.
Yeah.
Now
I'm going to say hello. The gentleman does.
So this podcast was actually an idea by Chris, where he thought we should do every episode, and I think he's just really excited to talk about Game of Thrones. So it's cool. So, Bob, you want to take it away?
Yeah, so we'll start off with episode 2, kind of going through what we thought about it, how it was, and spending at least 10 minutes talking about Arya having sex. And then from there, we'll go...
That one was unfortunate for me to watch.
That happened. Yeah. And then we'll go into...
That was the most confusing boner I've ever had.
Both heads were so confused. And then we'll go into what's going to happen, Battle of Winterfell, some of the theories that have been coming out throughout the course of the week, because I've been reading a lot, the nerd that I am.
I'm glad that you can read.
Speaking of Arya, does anyone know she's got a flat head? Like the top of her head is super flat.
He's
like
right.
Her head looks like an upside down triangle.
I didn't know what it was, but I definitely noticed that it's something about and it's not even like the actress.
She should have changed her face to Daenerys.
It's the way I saw that.
With the Red Witch.
It was the way. It's like the way that they do her hair.
Her hair's like super tight in the back.
I feel like you could rest like a glass on her head.
All right. So on that note, let's start off. So obviously, big episode building wise. What did you think of the episode? Did you like it? Did you dislike it? There's some people I heard that just didn't really enjoy it. I think that's stupid. But how did you feel about the episode? I guess we'll do first.
I'll just go first. I love the episode. I thought it was actually one of the best Game of Thrones episodes I've seen. I don't know if it's because it's just recent. But you could just feel the eeriness of the entire episode, and that's what I loved. And they kind of closed up everyone's storyline in the best way they could, in case anyone dies next week. And
I think that's why they were doing it. They're giving people their last scenes together because people are gonna die.
Oh yeah, so many people are dying.
The round table discussion in the fires, they're all in the circle, is one of the best moments in the series.
The best part was when Tormund said he sucked that giant's tits.
Wait, so I watched that again. I watched that again today, and him drinking is so uncomfortable. It's just pouring down him.
And he's just staring at them.
Guzzling whatever's in the, I'm guessing, giant's milk. I don't know if he still has a connection for that.
Maybe he has a guy. I don't know, like Pawn Stars, dude. I got a guy for that.
You got a milk
guy. In terms of the big thing we talked about is Arya having sex besides her flat head, I actually, not in a character way, I actually really enjoyed it because for her character, she's been
super hot.
It was weird. It was very uncomfortable, but in terms of character, she's been such a character that's so disconnected from humanity. She's been killing. She's been on with the Man of Many Faces. It was just really cool to see her come back. Okay, this is legit. We could die tomorrow. I want to have sex.
Literally, if you're gonna die in 6 hours, what the hell do you want to do?
Yeah, you want to get it in.
You want to get that nut.
Yeah.
So
I don't think they have.
I really like it.
I don't know how the toilets work in Winterfell. It might be hard to get a bunk in.
I've seen.
Difficult.
Yeah,
it's an outhouse.
I don't know that.
He's just squatting over a hole in the
ground.
ground.
I think so. Yeah, so it's a lot of work.
Yeah.
You gotta have good thighs.
Will ye blow me on the shithole?
That's what I thought. Chris?
No, I thought it was good. I thought it was the same thing, bringing all the stories of the characters together, Knight and Brienne, Jorah getting the sword, Arya getting some pecker. Like, there's like it's like, but the thing with the episode was like, it's basically telling you, okay, he's dying, she's dying,
Yeah,
he's
absolutely.
dying.
Yeah.
Brandon's
So like,
for
I
sure
kind of didn't
dying.
like that
Yeah,
part a little bit.
anyone
kind
who-
of have an idea. Like, we'll
Anyone
talk
whose
about,
story they wrapped
we'll
up.
talk
Yeah,
about
you
who's
know,
gonna
like,
die.
you're dead.
You're dead.
Like when we talk about the next episode, I want to go through like who do we think is going to die, but they kind of tilted
Yeah.
tilted their hand a little bit.
But I thought it was
on a
good
lot
though.
of
Like
this.
the
Yeah.
second that episode started, I had that like feeling in your stomach where you're just
like,
gonna be
what's
nervous
happening?
the whole
Yeah.
time.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then like it kind of sucked that no one really died.
Like
but
that
it brought
nothing like
so
it
much
wasn't like a
stuff
big
together.
like action episode, but
It was a very
the
satisfying episode.
story
I
and the
thought.
character.
Well,
aspect.
thank God
we're-
Ghost was such a prominent character
Eh.
in it.
At
Can
least
I
we
get some
saw
dire
him.
wolves though? Like
Yeah,
legitimately.
That's the thing.
But like we're also about to get the most action in any show
Oh, yeah,
ever
that's what I'm
filmed,
saying.
so I'm
So
fine with a little build up.
Yeah.
It's all right.
Yeah, no, I like the build up. You're building up to this big thing, and the whole dread. Like you're worried the entire episode.
Yeah.
You're like, I'm going to lose these characters that I love.
There better be an army of wolves at some point in this season.
I know you want it.
I think there is. I think
So do I.
that
Nymeria
Arya
has to
and
come back,
and that whole pack
and I
is
think
gonna come
Ghost is
back.
gonna. But that one like
Yeah.
like.
And I also don't like the whole excuse that the CGI was too
Yeah.
expensive for Ghost. How about you cut like 10 White Walkers out of the 100,000 and move the budget over to give us a goddamn dire wolf
cut
fleet.
like
That's a lot. I don't, it's not 10 White Walkers, but
Yeah, but I'm saying
yeah, I know what you're
Or
saying.
you-
there's
or you
money to
just
move
put it-
around.
Or
or
just
you
put a
cut-
wolf in there.
How about you cut?
Or get rid of fire Gilly because no one likes Gilly kid, and then just get rid of her, and then stupid kid Sam, and then we got a dire wolf.
Cut 6 minutes of your little A Whole New World dragon riding scene from episode 1 and give
Yeah.
me wolves.
I liked that though. When John
I didn't
rode
need
the
that much of
dragon.
it.
Yeah, no, we didn't need the whole.
It
It was like 2 minutes.
It felt like it was 9 hours long.
Yeah, it
It's
did.
like a
feel long.
magic carpet ride.
I was also shit faced the first time I watched it, so I might have made it seem a little longer.
Certainly were.
Why is this so long? Oh, they've been riding these for a day.
Bob, it's been 2 minutes.
All right. Shane. Same thing.
Yeah, just nervous with all the different interactions, just because knowing like, all right, your story's done, so see you later next episode.
Thought it was very it was good culmination.
Yeah.
They
Like,
brought everyone to win.
And a lot of the things that we talked about on the last
in a
episode, like or on the
cohesive way.
that like we needed to see. Like we said it's Brienne and Tormund. Like we wanted them to fuck, which hasn't happened yet.
But now,
But we also said
you kind of want to see Brienne and Jamie.
Gendry and Arya.
I want to see
And that
Tormund
happened
and
right away.
Jamie hit Brienne.
A little
Give it the
Ooh,
yeah. Why
with,
not?
with Davis watching
Can you imagine,
the tourist attraction.
Yeah.
can you imagine that getting a fist?
No, but Davos just sticks like a little stumpy finger in.
Now we came up with a thing called the tourist attraction the other day.
Oh.
It's an Eiffel Tower with an observer.
That's pretty sweet. Am I the only one who thought like they kind of could have cut some stuff out of episode 1 and 2 and made it just a longer episode?
That's what
like
Liz
an
said,
hour and
too.
a half episode.
Yeah.
Like I feel like there were scenes that you could have cut out that like
Um,
didn't really affect the storyline.
Yeah, but
Because goddamn it, man, everyone's waiting for that for fucking Battle of Winterfell.
I know, but
Yeah, but yeah, build
you gotta give them.
I'm
You gotta
alright
give
with
us a
it.
season. Like if it was 5 episodes, I'd be fucking pissed.
Yeah, it's like they're kind
It's
of
gonna be
between.
5 hour and a half episodes. So
Yeah.
it's kind of
They're kind of between where it's.
I liked it.
I also think HBO's like you have to give us a certain like you can't have 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Like maybe they were like you have to have at least 6.
Yeah.
Because they know that this is going to be ratings for 6 weeks. So
Yeah.
they might have been like pressured in that. I don't know how that shit works.
And then people are gonna go back to not watching HBO.
You leave that up to the
Really?
students in Washington.
yeah, I leave that to the suits and watching.
Oh, HBO
Yeah, come like
shows
May
come off the
19th or
wire.
whenever the last one. I'm just pretty much gonna.
Well, they
off
got
myself.
Watchmen. Watchmen's coming.
Yeah,
So it's good.
They
They got
got-
the
you know, I
HBO. always
watched
got
one
sh-
show.
has
They got
TV.
that their Chernobyl shows coming too.
I
Yeah.
want to watch. I want
That
to see
does
that.
look good,
Yeah,
yeah,
it looks
yeah.
awesome.
Exactly.
All right, so what were like the
Bring it back.
moments in this
Right.
episode? Like
Moments?
The moments, like best parts. Obviously, Tormund. We all love Tormund.
That whole anything in that round,
That
in
room.
that circle.
Can we talk real fast about the fact that, and this is going to get a little strange, but no stranger than the sex scene to begin with. After what Arya's been through, she definitely likes like super rough shit, and that wasn't necessarily satisfying for her. Like you're telling me Gendry didn't choke her, and she definitely would have wanted to be choked.
She
'cause
wanted like
she
a
had,
foot in her mouth. Or
yeah,
something,
she's had some weird. Because if you think about it, Sounds has been wearing a leash for the last 2 episodes, straight up, just has this thing
Yeah.
around her neck. She's got a leash on.
I noticed that when I was rewatching today.
Well, she has, but
These
she
Winterfell
went to-
girls are like kinky.
She went to that outfit when she was with at the Vale, right? When she was with.
Did she have the?
I don't know if she had the
the
chain,
necklace type
but
thing
she
on now?
I
definitely-
don't think so.
She definitely had that.
She's been
Oh,
in that
yeah,
like
she's been,
black
like,
outfit.
that
dark for a
dominatrix
while,
black
yeah.
thing, but not the leash.
Yeah.
I'm into it. It is a leash. I was watching today. It is a leash. I'm into it. It's all right with me. I liked the Night's Watch scene
Yeah, that was cool.
when it
Having
was
them all
Sam,
together.
Ed,
yeah.
and John on the wall. I thought that was like a
I
good.
also liked Arya going to talk to the Hound when he was sitting on the.
Yeah.
When he was
And
drinking.
then saying that she didn't want to be around those idiots.
Yeah.
I like the
Can't
fact that
really blame her.
yeah, I like that Barrack has an eye patch. Still, it's been a long time,
Yeah.
but it's still sweet
So-
to me.
Yeah. Anyone with an eye patch is awesome.
Yeah.
I'll put that right now.
Yeah.
So you know when they were planning for the attack, they did not incorporate that he's going to have a dragon. They did not talk about that at all.
They don't.
Didn't
Yeah,
Bran
that's true.
tell her that
They know.
he's got the dragon?
Yeah, they know. They didn't.
Well, I mean, what do you do?
I mean, is it just like Danny's like,
What do you
I'll be
mean
on
they
my
know?
dragon? Like they had their battle plan. They know because Bran told them that they have the dragon.
Viserion.
Yeah, but
But in terms of like the battle, their battle plan, like he could just swoop in and kill her with the dragon.
medieval times. I don't know really how you're gonna plan for.
Yeah, what are you gonna
Like,
shoot
pretty
those
much, yeah.
stupid fucking arrows at him?
Well,
That-
no,
yeah.
Danny's
your
got two
heat-seeking
dragons.
missile.
So
Yeah,
be
but
like, we'll post one here and one here.
But
well,
can
that's
one
what
dragon
they
take out another
mentioned the
dragon?
dragons in the plane.
Did they?
Yeah, they said the dragons will help out. Like that's
Okay,
they
yeah.
didn't like.
I mean,
Yeah, but
I'm
he
okay
said-
with them, but then
it's also-
they didn't even mention.
But
They're
they
like,
said
oh,
that
by
they,
the way,
John said
dragons.
he wants the dragons protecting Bran.
but they're flying.
Oh,
It's
enough
not like the
with
werewood
Bran.
has a roof.
Yeah, yeah.
I think
true.
he just wants some kind of
What's
in
that?
that
I said
region.
enough with Bran. I'm tired of that
Being
guy.
creepy. There's
He's
some-
a creep when
there's
we
some-
can't walk.
There's
He's
some
a
really
creep.
funny memes about that came
Yeah.
out though.
Oh, I can't stand him.
All
Just
right,
sits there and just looks at people all weird. Like, yo,
He said he
could
can't-
someone put this kid in the dungeon or
It was
something?
actually it was actually funny. He said on like Fallon or
when you put
Kimmel.
him in the dungeons, put him anywhere that there's steps and go to the top. You
Yeah.
can't get-
That's
He's,
true.
he was on Kimmel and he's like, I legitimately can't see in those scenes. He's like, I have terrible vision and I don't have contact
Yeah, it
with my
was,
glasses on, so I
was-
like legit can't see.
It was
Yeah.
Sansa.
So
She's
they're
like,
funny.
what's wrong with you? You're like staring into my soul. He's
Yeah.
like, oh, I'm just not wearing my contacts.
We should feed him the Ramsay's dogs. I'm sure they're hungry. They haven't been brought up again.
Yeah, they haven't been fed since season 6.
Yeah, I know.
So
Wait, can we talk about how long the cut scene that you put into the other podcast of Ramsay being eaten by his dogs?
Oh,
was?
yeah.
It was like excessively
yeah,
just
Yep.
audio of the dogs
Yep.
eating Ramsay.
Yeah, I liked it though.
yeah. I thought it was funny
It's
because
pretty
I was
funny.
I was gonna cut it and I was like, I want to be a little
let
bit
it ride a
longer. That
little
was a
bit.
good. So I was like, people are gonna listen to this and be like, this is gross.
This
And
is
I was
going-
like, this is just. I mean, it was
This is
good
going
death.
for a while.
Anytime I get to hear Ramsay is good for me. I love that dude.
because I wanted to hear him like, no. But yeah,
All right, so you have like the big scenes. What about
The
Danny,
crypt.
Danny and John? Which, if you've
that's
listened to
just-
the previous
Ah,
episode,
yes.
That just confirms how much I fucking hate her.
Yeah, I hate her.
I spent so much time on
She
last
sucks.
episode trying to like justify her and make her seem
did.
like she didn't suck, and then
lot.
almost immediately she fucking
Like,
ran.
John-
And then we were texting after the episode and you were like, oh man, I'm so mad that I defended her.
Yeah.
like
fucking
like
sucked.
John was just like, hey, your brother is not a rapist
Yeah.
and all this shit, and she's like, so you're telling me you have a claim for the throne?
Yeah.
Not, hey, we had
Yeah.
sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like,
Hey,
you're my
Auntie, I
aunt.
fucked you.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
were sitting on my face last night. By
she's
the
gonna,
way,
she's gonna turn on him. She's gonna turn on him.
that's why I could partially
This-
hope that Azor a high prophecy is true. Did you read that one at all?
Which one is that?
So that's like it all happened before, and dude made the sword. It took him 30 days to make the sword, and he stuck it in water, and the steel broke. Then
That's
he made,
Widow's Wail, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
then he
that's,
made
that's the one
50
I was telling you about.
yeah,
But then, like, he stabbed his wife in the chest.
yeah,
and
yeah,
then
yeah,
it
yeah.
got
he
called-
was talking about that
We
one.
talked about
it got
that,
called
yeah,
the
yeah.
Lightbringer.
Say
And
Jamie.
that was
Yeah,
the
so
sword
now
that
Widow's
killed him.
Wail he's saying is going to be the
It's gonna
same
be the
kind of sword.
Lightbringer.
Yeah,
But
yeah, yeah.
We said Jamie's gonna
Jamie's
kill
sword is
Cersei.
called Widow's Wail.
So he thinks
So
it's
that's
going
why
to
I
be
think
Cersei.
he's. I think that's why he's gonna kill Cersei.
That makes sense.
to get the fire.
Yeah.
But
Well,
you know
not
what
even
it
just
is
to
in
get the
that
fire.
prophecy,
I
though?
just think that is a clue that he's gonna kill Cersei.
I don't know. He loves her, so
Exactly.
like even if,
exactly.
when
That's why it's called
Tyrion-
I don't
Widow's
think-
Wail.
But see, I think he's turned. He's shifted because when
Yeah.
he's talking to Tyrion on the steps,
Yeah, and Tyrion's like,
Tyrion's-
you loved her
yeah,
anyway.
and he said like you always knew what she was doing. I think he's like she's been manipulating me for so long. He's kind of like not manipulating, but like she's been using him, and he's just been allowing it to happen. I think he's
Yeah.
kind of over.
So also back to the episode with Danny and Sansa. I was like, when she went
Well,
to
then-
Sansa, I actually thought she was gonna like, because she was so mad at Tyrion.
She made my theory look good there for a second. Like
Yeah.
she was like, oh yeah, like I was always fighting for the throne, and now I'm fighting his battle. And I was like, yeah, that's right, because you don't know what you want, and all you've ever wanted is the throne. And then she was like, what about the North? And she gives her like fucking like kind of poorly acted, like I'm mad Danny look that she
Yeah.
gives.
Mhm.
And I was like, all right, you suck. still."
Yeah, enough with you.
Yeah.
Yeah, when she
We
said
got it. You got a dragon.
Yeah.
when
We
she
get it.
went
You're
to
hot and you have dragons.
Yeah,
Cool.
yeah,
Get over
great.
yourself.
Dudes want to fuck you. We got it.
when she went to Sansa, I was like, because that was right after Tyrion and her were like bad, and I was like, okay, like, is she gonna take the hand from him? And I was like, she wants someone that will oppose her, but also do. And I thought she was actually going to Sansa to ask her to be her hand.
Nah, I didn't.
and
think
that
You
so.
can't
completely-
have two broads running the Westeros.
Oh, you never know.
The one teacher I work with was like, they've had this like women empowerment thing, all these powerful women, and now you're gonna have Dany just be a brooding little girl for the last season. He was like all mad about it.
Yeah.
It is annoying that she's literally talking nothing but just sitting on the Iron Throne.
Yes, it's like annoying. Yeah, it's
Like-
absolutely annoying. Like all the time. That's
Yeah.
all she said. The Iron Throne, the Iron
How
Throne.
about we worry
Can
about?
you imagine having a conversation with her?
Oh
It's
no.
like, hey, how are you? Like,
Yeah.
how you doing? And just her. That's all she knows how to talk about. Is the
Can you,
throne,
yeah,
nothing
can
else.
you imagine being like, hey, I'm having such a bad day. Like, I stubbed my toe this morning, and she was like,
I got
my
dragons."
parents are dead. I don't have the Iron Throne.
My
can't
brother
have
tried to
kids.
fuck me.
All
It's
right.
just like, all right, whatever.
Relax. Everybody's got their problems. I get
Oh.
it.
She 100% would have fucked her brother.
For the Iron Throne.
Who wouldn't?
He was pretty.
Yeah.
That opening scene with him like caressing her tits is so weird still.
I was like,
But-
okay, this is
yeah,
her
yeah.
boyfriend. I was
Weirdly
like, okay.
hot.
Yeah. I was gonna say, you and I use weird in a different way.
Wait, remember when
My
I said
uncle used to
Arya was the
caress me
most
like that.
confusing boner?
Yeah.
It's that one.
There's a lot of confusing boners on this show. What about when Theon was rubbing his sister on the horse?
And she just
so awesome.
she let him do
let
it
him
just
do
for a practical joke.
Who's
Gotcha.
who's the bigger piece of garbage there? Theon or her? Right?
I think.
Nah,
She's-
she's
Haha,
committed.
gotcha.
She's committed.
Yeah. She's like, yeah, I'll
yeah.
let him rub my
A-
fucking stinky
April
box.
Fools.
You just
so,
want him your sister, you freak.
April Fools. We used to bathe together. We were babies.
so Theon.
I was gonna say I'm fucking tired of him.
Nah, I'm alright with
I
it.
know. I'm
He's
so
dying.
I'm angry
I'm
that
telling, yeah, well,
Oh,
that's
yeah,
why
he
I'm
better
alright with
die.
it. He's gonna die, so who cares?
I'm angry they're making me
He
root
got no
for him
dick.
now.
No, I'm not. Still not. I don't
yeah,
like
he's been
him.
dead for a while.
All right. So
His
why don't we?
dick got chopped off.
Yeah.
So why don't we
Red Blue.
move into?
All right, so
who we
let's
think?
do. Do you want to? Let's do.
Oh, hold on. Does anybody have any last comments about the episode that they want to
No.
add?
That's it.
I think that was the main things we talked
Yeah.
about. What was your favorite interaction between like character to character in that episode?
I kind of have something though.
What?
So Theon said he's going to protect Bran, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
With the Ironborn, not by himself.
Where are the Ironborn?
They're with him. He took a ship,
Yeah, but okay, so he's got
so
like,
he's
what,
got like a
15
squad.
guys?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the fucking Night King. And a
He's gonna
goddamn
protect.
dragon.
He's when the Night King gets there.
Everybody else. will
Bran
storm.
is. I think Bran's idea is that the Night King is gonna like face to face with Bran to try and kill Bran.
See, I don't think so.
And so they're luring him there so that they can all like swarm the Night King. I think they mean like.
Spoiler alert: the Night King probably knows that's happening.
Yeah. Oh,
well,
absolutely.
no, I think
He
the
ain't no
Night King's
dummy.
going to King's
All
Landing.
right, so I'm gonna get into that in a
Yeah.
second. So hold on to that for a minute.
Put a pin in that.
Yeah, put a pin in that.
All
It's a very teacher phrase. Let's put a pin
So
in this.
does
And then we'll come back because I'm going to do like the fan theories.
well if you wanted to
that are
kill
out right
Bran,
now.
you could just spear him. He speared a fucking dragon.
He could have speared everybody.
He could have speared Dany
He's
instead
a
of the dragon.
sharpshooter.
Or he's fucking sitting on an ice dragon, just like blow that blue shit on him. Be like, oh, they're done.
Yeah,
Let's
see,
move on to the
yeah.
next ones.
All right, you're.
All right,
King's
so
Landing.
do you want to do who dies or you want to do the fan theories first?
Well,
Do you
do
want-
Shane's thing. What do you think?
All right, so,
Yeah,
there's a lot of fan theories.
So at the
around
end of
Shane,
and
you
the
have
at the end of the episode, they don't show the Night King and the dragon at all. So I think he's flying to King's Landing.
Yup.
He's gonna fuck their shit up, while the army attacks Winterfell.
So here's my issue with that. If that's what happens, I'm not saying it's not. Like I'm not
Mm-hmm.
shooting it down. I can think it makes sense. My problem with that, if that's what happens, is why the fuck does the Night King care about the throne? Like, if you have an army of the dead, why wouldn't you just march straight and destroy everything in your path? So
True,
why
but
is he like going this roundabout way to King's Landing? Because what's the motivation? They've never built a motivation, and I feel like they're at this point in the season, or like in the series, where if they say something, it's not like them trying to throw you like a curveball necessarily. It's like, all right, we got to get through some storyline here, so I'm giving you information. So Bran's saying like the Night King wants to kill me because I'm like the memory of the world, and he wants to destroy the world. That makes sense to me. That sounds like a good enough reason for me. So the Night King should be coming to kill Bran.
that makes
Why-
complete sense. But the only thing that makes me question it is that you don't see.
You
it
ha-
at
they
all.
haven't shown it.
Well,
yet.
yeah. I mean, they don't got to. I mean, he's going to send his army before him. Why would he have his whole army attack
I know.
without
it's-
him?
I,
even
I,
there?
But
I figured
also-
it out actually why they don't show him.
There's that other like,
CGI?
I forget.
They had wolf.
CGI.
They had wolf.
They showed
They had
ghosts
they had a dire wolf, so they couldn't show any dragons this episode.
But like to your
Strict
theory,
budget in HBO.
I
Gotta
forget.
stick to it.
I forget what season it was, but remember Dany had that vision
Yeah,
of her
it was
sitting
when
on the Iron
sh-
Throne. There was no top on it, and it was
when they were at Karth. She was in the
Well,
House of the
it's-
Undying, and
so
she
like
saw
that could be part of the. And that
That
was
could
what I-
still
what I
be
talked
part of
about
it because
last
winter
night.
is coming, and winter like it snows everywhere in winter in Westeros. So like by the time she gets to King's Landing, it could be snowing.
But there
she's
was no
gonna
top.
she's going to have dragons when she gets to Westeros
Yeah.
to fight the Golden Company, so she can easily burn down the Red Keep, and that could all still happen.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? I just don't see why everybody else makes sense. I don't
Yeah, but
see why the
why
Night
wouldn't-
King would go
But why wouldn't you show the Night King with a fucking dragon?
because they
Well,
all they
it's
did all they did all
the entire-
episode.
It's a tease. That's
All,
all.
yeah, all they did all
Yeah,
episode
I
was
know, but
tease
they
you
showed-
about how crazy the next one was going to be. And if you show him, everybody's like, "Oh yeah, there he is."
I don't think
You
they're
just don't
like,
even show him. You
I
show that
think
random guy on a horse.
When the Night King's not going to show up first, he's going to send his people to attack, so he can kind of just go right in.
So what's he just dicking around, flying around in circles?
I think it was just.
It was-
I
them
think
flybys?
honestly, I think we were
Wouldn't you
reading
if you had
way
a
too much
dragon?
into
No,
it.
but that's the problem.
Especially
So
ice
people,
dragon.
I'd show it off to everybody.
people
Yeah, I
read
know.
into like people are going back and digging into like these visions that people are having. Like so, when Bran was like a three-eyed, when he first
Yeah.
became a three-eyed raven, they showed like a vision of like something in King's Landing. I don't even like the throne or the throne room in King's Landing. And now people were like, well, Bran saw King's Landing, so the Night King is going to King's Landing. And I was like, maybe they just
I
needed
just-
something to put in between these other two very important pictures.
I'm talking about. It's the last 20 seconds of the episode. You just see the White Walkers coming. It's a tease of what's next.
Mhm.
I think we're just reading too much into it.
Yeah, I'm all right with them not showing him. I don't think that necessarily, but that is one of the big theories.
I
And
kind
I
of could see how it would also negate what comes after it, because like if he fucks up King's Landing, then what are they gonna do after
So yeah,
the
you have
army's
3
done?
more episodes. So
They
we talked-
kill the army, and he's not there. He'll just fucking bring them back. Like
Yeah, we
King-
talked
bring
about
That's
'em back.
another thing. He could be going to King's Landing to get more.
We talked about this
Nah, he's
last
got
week.
plenty.
Yeah, but how's he gonna get them
The Night King dies.
back to Winterfell?
Yeah, the Night King.
The Night King
dies.
dies in episode 3.
Has to.
He has to. Otherwise,
Has to.
you have
Or
3 more episodes.
It's either
kinda-
3 or 3 carries over into 4,
And
then
that's
he dies
fine.
in
Which
season
kind of
4.
fucking sucks, to be honest with you. That like it kind of came out that the Battle of Winterfell is episode 3
'Cause you
everyone's
knew,
like,
yeah.
oh, okay, so the Night King's fucking dead.
Yeah, you knew
'Cause
how
you're
there
gonna
was
do
going
three.
to
You're gonna do what?
I
3
still
hour
think-
and a half
I
episodes
still-
on
until
them going
There's
to
going to
King's
be
Landing?
there's going to be a big battle. The reason that this battle is so crazy and like the filming for this battle is so crazy is because it's at night. So it's hard to film that kind of stuff at night because you have time constraints because the sun comes up and you
It
have to
took
like
like
start
3 months. I
I
think
know,
they
yeah.
said.
So that's why the Battle of Winterfell is getting all this clout. I think there's another big battle that's going to happen
Has to be.
at King's Landing.
With the golden
It just
armor and
isn't
all.
as
It's
I
not
think
as
in
big.
crazy
I think
because
in
it's not
term-
White Walkers. It's not all this other stuff.
In
so it's
terms
like-
of storytelling too, it's the middle of the story. Is you got to take care of the Night King and then go take care of
Yeah,
who
no.
ends up on the throne.
Yeah.
So Night King, he has to.
We also have no idea what happens in episode 4 and 5, and then 6 is the finale. So anything could happen. Could Jon die when
Everyone
trying
can
to
fucking die.
trying to kill? Like I'm just saying, like trying to kill the Night King. Do you
I
think?
think he can, but I don't think they'd go to the trouble of killing him and bring him back to
Nah,
life
they're
just to
not
kill
gonna
him again.
They might kill him like later on. He's not going to die in 3.
Yeah.
No.
All right. So let's move into
So there's
that.
other fan theories that are actually pretty
See
good
Danny
too.
killing him.
There's a big one about the crypt, right? Like they keep saying
I was reading this the other day.
that it's actually pretty sweet. So they keep obviously all the kids and the women are going to be in the crypt.
So you mean about all
Safest
the
place for them with the guy who can raise people from the dead.
Exactly. But so now here's what I was just reading yesterday, which would be sweet if it happens, but I don't think it's going to happen. But I actually think it's a really good idea. Is that Bran the Builder built Winterfell, built the walls, got this magical powers. He's like one of the first Starks, and so the purpose of Winterfell was kind of protect Westeros from the dangers of the North if it were to get through the wall. And so like the Starks kind of swore their allegiance, and they're like they're bound to protect Westeros from any threats on the other side of the wall.
So is
So
that
the
is that the real
theory
reason
is-
that there's always supposed to be a Stark in Winterfell?
Yes.
Okay.
The theory is that the Night King brings all these Starks in the crypt back to life to kill the people in Winterfell, and because they're Starks, inherently they are there to protect and they fight against the Night King. They actually like defend Winterfell with the other soldiers.
How many are in there?
like 1,000,
lot.
like 1,000 years worth of them, right?
Like, is Lyanna gonna come back?
Leanna's there, so she could.
That would actually be fucking.
Catelyn's not there, right?
Ned and Rob. Catelyn, the last I think they say on the show is her throat slit, and like her throat was slit, and they kind of just threw in the water. It was outside the phrase.
Okay.
Ned's
Ned's
Ned's-
head isn't
Ned-
magically gonna get
Ned's
attached to his body.
and Ned's only
carrying
bones.
it around. He's carrying it under his arms.
Ned's just bones.
Like the
Remember they
headless
brought his
horse.
bones back in like a box, if they're even his bones. And then Rob doesn't have a head either, so that saves them from having to
They
get.
cut Rob's head off.
Yeah, remember they put his direwolf's head
Yeah.
on,
Oh, yeah,
on
yeah,
him?
That means
and
that
they put him on
they
the
don't have
horse.
to worry about getting Sean Bean back, because if Sean Bean was even seen like in the same country that they were filming at the right time, people would have been freaking out about that. So it can be a bunch of people that we don't even know, but we know that they're Starks because they're coming up
Yeah.
from the
I hope
crypts.
Walder Frey comes back.
He
Well, they
likes-
could use if Lyanna comes back. Not that she would be a good fighter, but they have the actress from last season.
yeah.
So that, but other than that, yeah, it'd be all a bunch of people we didn't know.
Well, he could do that, and it would be like a nice little twist, because it's kind of hard to swerve when you don't have that much time to build like this season.
Yeah.
But that's a nice one that like.
I had a good one. You know, remember when Cersei, there's that whole story how she goes and sees the witch and she gives her that prophecy, and she talks about the younger, more beautiful woman that would come and take
Yeah.
everything away from her, and she thought it was Marjorie, so that's why she hated her. A lot of people were saying it's Brienne, because when Brienne was younger, she was jokingly called Brienne the Beauty,
Ooh, yes.
and now she's stealing Jaime away from Cersei. So people are thinking like Brienne is the downfall of Cersei.
That's not. I didn't see that.
well,
one.
that Trump's. Well, I think Bran's dead as shit. This
I
season.
really think she's
think
dead as
she's
shit,
super
but
dead.
I do like that theory though.
I mean, they could save her because we all think she's dead.
the song
True.
they sang,
Everyone we
Jenny
talked
of the
to.
Old Stones, the one that Podrick sang, that is about like that witch that like made the prophecy with Cersei. The rumors that,
Maggie
like,
the Frog,
she
right?
is, she or it might, there's a different witch who like they say is Jenny of the Old Stones, and there's a bunch of rumors about that and how like Rhaegar could have maybe written that song and he sang it, and that's what made Lyanna fall in love with him and all this other stuff. Like there's a bunch of stuff from the books.
I'd love
For
to
that
see.
song.
I
But it,
would
like-
love to know more about Rhaegar.
I would love to know a lot, but there's a fat piece of shit who doesn't really tell us much.
RP, how far are we in? Because this is the first time he's called
27
George R. R. Martin
minutes.
a fat piece of shit scumbag.
27
Yeah.
minutes.
Well,
27 minutes.
Yeah,
Damn.
that's bad time.
Look at
I'll do
you.
better next time, guys. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
Fuck that guy.
Yeah. Or I'll just say it 16 more times. So we got your fan theories. There's a couple floating around now. To close this out, we all know the Battle of Winterfell is going to be fucking nuts. Do you have any predictions as to anything that's going to happen, and then who's going to die? Like any actual like this is happening on this episode.
I think it's Stark.
The Stark
Yeah.
dies.
Stark
At
bites
least
the
I think at
dust.
least one Stark, possibly more.
Theon's dead.
Yeah, he's dead.
Brienne dead.
I think Arya.
I'm gonna make
dead.
I'm gonna make a list. Arya's got to finish her list, I think.
Yeah,
Gendry's
but
dead.
are you gonna have Arya kill Cersei?
Nah, Jamie's gonna kill Cersei.
I would
Yeah.
love.
Well, then who else is on
That's
the
I'm
what
just
list?
saying, I think
I said last episode that's what I wanted to see.
Yeah, I want to, and you made me want to see that.
So
you
who else is
shamed
on her
me.
list?
I think that she just needs to be alive when all those people die.
Jamie's on our list, isn't he?
No, I don't think so. I don't think he ever was.
No.
No, Jamie's not on our list. The list is a clip from the last episode too.
Yeah, there
So
is
it's in there.
I probably didn't get that far.
It's towards the end.
So Brienne's dead. Theon's dead. I think a Stark might die. I don't know who though.
I could. If a Stark dies, I only see it being Sansa.
Here's my issue is, but I think she actually ends up becoming like the king in the north, the queen in the north.
Yeah, that makes she can definitely rule.
Tormund's dead.
Yeah, that's
I don't want to say
Unfortunately,
it, but
yeah.
Tormund's dead.
They teased it twice already.
Gendry's dead.
Yeah.
Battle of the Bastards, and then when they were getting the white.
Gendry and Arya, I think, might be like for whatever reason they're like the two that I think survive everything.
I don't think.
Really?
I don't think there's going to be that many major characters. I think that we've all just expected that because this is the last season.
Yeah.
It's a big episode. That's what Game of Thrones does. I don't see that many like main characters dying.
This
Jorah's
is this
dead,
is
right?
the Battle of Hogwarts.
Yes,
Jorah's
dying.
totally
Yeah.
dead, right?
So,
like,
I think
they're not
Jorah-
gonna be like it's not
He's a
Ron
cuck
or
anyway.
Harry
Like
or,
Lavender Brown.
yeah,
the
but
Fred-
there's
Fred-
characters that
or
you know and that
Weasley.
probably
Yeah.
like
it sucks.
that are going to die.
Like the Weasley
I think
family.
Jorah's gonna die defending Danny.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna die thinking about
That
it.
would-
Sex
wouldn't
shit.
that-
And
wouldn't
she
that
won't
be-
give it up
Yeah.
one more time to him.
Wouldn't that be the perfect ending for Jorah though?
The poetic
The
justice.
perfect
Yeah,
ending
exactly.
The perfect ending for Jorah
But he's
would-
done so
would've been-
much for her.
would have been to be eaten by a bear
Yeah.
on Bear Island when he was 6.
Yeah. Yeah, Jorah sucks. I hate
He's
Jorah.
so annoying.
I like.
I like him. He just like I'm over it with this.
You know what?
Sam dies.
I think Sam dies
No way.
because Sam pushed for the fact that he was going to stay out and fight in the last episode.
True. But then does Leanna Mormont die? Because she did the same thing.
Yeah,
But
she's
they,
dead.
but they were like,
I don't think I can watch her get ripped apart.
Oh, I could.
Leanna
love
Mormont.
I would love
I
it.
think that'll be a scene where like you just see her body on the ground, like dead. Like you don't see her.
I'd love
die.
to see a White Walker fucking spear off
Well,
her
wait,
horse
wait.
or something. Just
Yeah.
blood
Wait.
everywhere.
What about this?
Rip
What
her
about
limbs
this?
off and beat her with them. Yeah.
Anybody who dies, they're gonna have to come back, and someone else is gonna have to kill them again.
Not if they. I think they die and then it's
Ho-
like they kill the Night King and everybody else.
When they kill,
But-
when they kill a White Walker with dragon glass, it stays dead, right?
Yes.
Yeah. Then if they just do
No, but
that-
I'm saying,
Well,
what
I'm
if
saying, I think if
what
they
if
kill-
some like people who fall during the battle, they're just gonna get.
I think it's
What
like
if
you
Brienne
would
dies
have to
and
bring
they?
him back
if you
Yeah.
kill the Night King, they all die anyway.
Yeah.
What if
So
they-
like Brienne technically if she dies could be fighting against him. I don't think they're gonna show that.
know what
I think
would
they're gonna
be-
kill the Night King and everybody that's dead is gonna stay dead.
You
now.
know what would be awesome? They kill Brienne and they bring her back, and Jamie's got to fight her, or Tormund,
or the
that
Hound,
would be-
the Hound
Fights
again
her
with his dick.
No, I'd rather
He would do
see the Hound fight her
or
again.
the Hound, and the
And the
Hound
Hound
kills
just
her.
dicks her.
That would be fun.
Hound's
That'd be
definitely
cool.
not dying, right? He's got to.
He's got to
gotta
fight the
fight
Mountain.
Got to kill the
Mountain.
mountain.
Yeah, we got to have the Clegane Bowl.
Does anyone else need to see the mountain's face?
Yes. They only
Really
show
fucking
they only
bad.
show it
Purple
once.
They show his dumb eyes.
No, they show it once when Cersei has the high sept, and she has her tied up, and then she sends the mountain in, and she's like, "Oh, you're not dying for quite a long time." Remember, she sends the mountain to rape the shit out of her, probably.
Yeah.
They show his face for
Really?
like a little bit. You see like half of it.
Yeah, it's like shadowy. It's not
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
a good. But
I need to see that fucking idiot's face.
who else is gonna die?
Podrick's not dying, right?
No, I think he
Podrick
kinda is
can't
the
die.
new. He's
Podrick
the new,
can't die until we find out what
I
he
think
did to those
I
whores.
think part of that was when.
Like it's like passing of the torch.
Yeah, because remember like the scene where he was training
Yeah,
the guys in
yeah.
Winterfell to fight. and
Jamie
he's
was
like,
saying how
"Dude,
much better he got.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so I don't think you can.
I think that
you
was.
can't kill
I think
them
that's
all.
what that scene was.
Yeah.
Like he's gonna be the
I
next
think
one.
like 2 or 3 main characters, maybe.
I was
Well, all right.
thinking,
So
like,
who are
5.
main characters? Is what I'm saying. Like Brienne is not a main character to me.
She is.
Well, at this point, she's one of the main characters in the story.
Then
They
you have
focus-
all
they
right. So
spend a
2
lot
or
of
3
time
out of
on
the
her.
45 main characters that they have.
I'm just saying they
I'm
spend a
thinking
lot of
5.
time. They spend a lot of time in the first 2 episodes. I feel like in giving
Yeah,
her a
'cause
lot of
she's
screen
dying.
time. Yeah.
So Theon, you're saying 2 or 3. Who are your 3? If 3 die.
Theon, Brienne,
Can we call him Reek? Yeah, it's much better Reek.
and
He's calling
maybe
that
Tormund.
dickless Greyjoy kid.
Yeah,
Maybe Tormund. I think those are my 3.
All right.
I can see Varys dying. I mean, I would like that to happen.
But
But
Varys
he's-
is in the
he's gonna
Varys
be
will
in the crypt.
I know, but I would like him to die.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But
that's
he
all.
has no.
I want
got no
him.
dick.
I want him. He doesn't have any balls. He might have a dick. He's a eunuch. So they don't have balls.
He ain't playing.
I want him and Grey Worm to rub their man.
Oh yeah,
balls
Grey Worm's definitely dead, right?
Grey Worm's dead.
He's
yeah,
totally
I forgot
dead.
about that.
I would
I don't-
die
I don't
too if I
consider
never
Grey
did
Worm-
had
I don't
that
consider
smoking
Grey
hottie
Worm-
with me.
like a major character.
I think. Yeah, I'm trying. One of the people from the Night's Watch has to die.
Ed.
So it's either Ed or Sam, and I think it's.
I don't think
or-
Sam's dying, man.
I'm just saying
I
one
think
of
he
them
was
is
too
gonna die.
important to.
Well,
They
he
got all
knows
the, they got
whole-
everything they know now.
He knows all the Citadel.
They got it,
information.
but they got it all now. What else do they need to know? They got everything that they needed Sam to tell them. Sam's not going to tell them how to beat Cersei.
Fucking cut the bacon off his fat
So-
back
yeah,
and
I-
feed it to the fucking dragon.
I can see Sam trying to do something heroic, but
Yeah.
he's shit at
You figure?
fighting.
Yeah.
runs at the Night King with his sword.
Because like yeah,
And he's like,
Leanna
here."
Mormont made like a big pitch for her to like fight because she's like gonna defend her home. Sam's pitch was like how he's done all these other things, and he's like
Oh,
I've killed this, I've done the
He stabbed a White Walker in
Yeah.
the back. He stabbed a Fen in the back. Who have you killed face to face?
no one.
He's
So
dead.
If anybody turns
He's down
around
with
in
you,
the
he's
Battle of Winterfell,
You better watch
yeah,
out.
you're dead. If you don't see Sam, you're in trouble.
You better watch your back for Sam the Slayer.
Keep that guy in front of you.
him and Jamie can fight together.
Gilly the Kid dead.
I don't think anybody in the crypt dies unless they bring them back. Like the other side of that is they bring back the Starks in the crypt and they're fucking White Walkers, and then
And
they
they
kill the
murder
people in the crypt, and now the
All the
people
women
they're
and
out
children,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, murder the women and children. It's like the opposite of the Titanic.
I don't put that past him.
I don't
peace.
know.
Honestly, no, because you know how didn't he say they said this episode's gonna make the Red Wedding look like a rehearsal dinner.
Who said that?
One of the producers.
That's such a cheesy producer line.
Yeah.
But
A
that
wedding
could
rehearsal dinner
mean
joke,
mean
though.
art. All these women
Yeah.
and children are gonna get slaughtered right
Kill
now.
yourself.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't. I literally. I have no.
I
idea.
don't think.
I hope that producer dies in the Battle of Winterfell.
We got any closing remarks, boys?
I'm not ready. for
Yeah.
tomorrow.
It's
Yeah.
gonna be
For
tough.
for episode 3.
I am, but I'm not.
I'm-
Like, I can't wait.
Yeah, I want
Fuck,
it
I don't
so
wanna
bad,
watch
but like
it.
I don't want to see it.
I am.
I'm going to have anxiety the entire time, and I know that already.
Yeah.
I got. Yeah. I'm gonna be. It's gonna be tough. It's
This
gonna be
was-
exciting though.
We had this conversation the other day. RP's a huge Marvel fan.
This
Listeners
episode
know.
and Endgame falling on the same weekend.
And Endgame for him is a Battle of Winterfell for me. Like I went into Endgame, I was like, all right, I'm ready for this. I'm excited for it. I have an idea what's gonna happen. Battle of Winterfell for me is like this has been on my mind all week.
Should we ask Shane that question?
Huh.
So you have an option.
Oh yeah.
You bang the hottest girl, whoever you want. Hottest girl in the world, right? One time.
Or
But-
guy, whatever
Or
you
guy.
want.
Yeah.
Whatever you want.
Yeah, it's 2019, guys. We don't gender here. So you get to bang the hottest gender fluid person that you could ever want. Right? But the only caveat to that is you can't watch Battle Winterfell and you never know what happens in Game of Thrones.
No, I've watched the episode.
Watch the episode, right? Yeah.
That's what
I think
everyone
everyone in the right
said.
mind says watch the
Everyone
episode.
watches the episode.
Yeah.
I didn't put in over 70 hours to just not find out what
Yeah.
happens.
I know.
And I'm
Well,
not just,
imagine
I'm not
waiting
just saying
out-
that Marine doesn't listen to this shit.
Yeah.
So I'm not saying it just
I
to
know.
appease her.
Also, fuck you, Marine, for not
I'm not
listening.
gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
Also,
if I
I wanna
say
see the fucking
if I
episode.
say oh I'm gonna bang that girl, I'm not getting in any trouble.
you
I'm
know,
gonna
like
watch that
how
episode.
imagine spending 70 hours. Imagine reading thousands of pages and not even getting
Imagine
the final
reading thousands of
two books.
I
pages.
just
Yeah,
being able to read.
That'd be crazy. If I read thousands of pages of a book and then some fat piece of shit never finished the series,
That's like two.
what a situation that would be. And on that,
So yeah. All right. Thanks for listening. Rate, subscribe. Look forward to us. We're gonna be doing this every week until the show's over, and then probably a recap of the finale as well. If you like what you hear, let us know. Rate, subscribe, like,
And then nothing matters when it's over.
and then
Nothing
nothing really matters.
also for all your t-shirt needs,
Jack at Totally Tease, and tweet us what you think's gonna happen for Game of Thrones, a finale, whatever, episode by episode. Maybe you'll get a previously recorded prize. Chris, thanks for being on the podcast.
Thank you for having me.
We'll have you back.
Okay.
That's all. Thanks for listening, guys.